Hello and welcome. This is Zoo and we are back. Today we'll be doing the continuation of the Slough Creek Wolfquest Anniversary Edition episode. That may have been a mouthful, but as always, if you like what you see, subscribe and like, and we're gonna go ahead and jump in. That's Fawn over there. We have Fearless, we have Scooter for the first pup, Whiny for the gray. We have Moth, Roomba, Dune, Fearless, and Fawn as well. Suggested via the comments. Thanks again, guys. I'm not really very good with names, but why are they walking away? Anyway, essentially, Spruce is out there hunting somewhere. Not sure entirely where, but I need to keep an eye on the pups till he gets back. So if you notice, we've transitioned into a pretty unique spring setting now, which is quite nice looking. I have to admit, they've added a lot of detail to the game, including small bones or sticks that the pups may play with if you notice them littered on the ground there. But similar to the adult wolf, essentially the health bar and food bar has, in a sense, been separated. Fearless there, howling. They don't quite know how to howl yet, in my opinion. They'll get there. So let's see. So essentially this is your new pack status menu. And if you look, you now have a den, which I named it Hill Haven because that's kind of what it makes me think of. If you notice, there's a new feature here. I mention this a lot. That's because I'm trying to go over them as I see them. But basically we have fleas. And this is what happens when your pups or you are inside the den for too long or at one den too long. Right now it's pretty mild, but once it gets a bit more complicated, we may have to move dens. So that could be a problem. As you can see, the health bar and food bar is now separate for the puppies. So the orange bar you'll see above them right now is about 44%. And our ongoing quest is basically just to raise them and get them to 15 pounds. So you know how defense and growing them as well as teaching them was all separate? Well, now they're actually all pretty much combined, and you'll be defending your pups while you're trying to get them fed. Yeah, so we have all of our pups now. Whiny, don't you dare. A little bit concerned they're gonna get too far away from the den, but as the blue bar is rather high, I think we'll be fine. So I should probably go hunting. I may go find Spruce. As you can see, he can now go on his own expedition. Previously in the old game of Wolfquest 2.7, you couldn't do that. He was always with you at the dinner regardless, which, as you could probably see, would be a problem. Anyway, I'm going to send them into the den, that new feature, and then go find Spruce and get some food, because we're probably going to need it. I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure they all get in though before I try to leave. Go on, Scooter. Good pups. Okay. I think yes. So if they're out of the den, it'll let you know by thing. But anyway, I'm gonna go find my partner in crime here, Spruce. Of course, I could, which is something else that's something you may want to know. If you're not entirely too sure what you're doing, you can always go to Game Help, and basically you can look at different stuff that you may have forgotten in the past, or in my case, basically how to call my mate to me. So let's see. I'm gonna call Spruce. So he's pretty far away. So I'm actually gonna go find him. I don't want him to go home. I want him to go on an expedition with me. Alright, we're back. That actually didn't really take very long, so here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and get Spruce to follow me, and I think I do that by whining? Yes. Okay, well, I guess he already thinks he's on an expedition with me. That's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and head on over to our hunting, because I saw some scents back there. Ah, here we go. Found some elk. Oh wow, these elk herds are pretty close together. I've actually never seen two elk herds this close. There's one over there if you can see it, as well as over here. Okay, well I'm gonna go ahead and look for probably an elk calf. Or that's not an elk calf. Well, this'll work. Oh, it is an elk calf. He's rather big. Interesting. What is going on with my color there? Anyway, so basically what I need to do is ensure that my pups don't starve. So by doing that, I'm taking way too much damage. And getting food. Alright, there goes Mama. So now I'm going to get some food. I like the floodplains and the detail of it. It's honestly just really remarkable. Spruce, you having problems there? Oh no, I think we broke Spruce. Hey Spruce, come on. Wait, what was that? Oh, that was a coyote. Come on, Spruce. Okay, that is concerning. You can eat, Spruce. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, so anyway, upon eating, you notice that your orange bar now has this kind of faint color up beside it. That's actually to let you know. Is Spruce just not able to reach the food? No, he's not. Okay. Anyway, I now see the problem. I'm gonna have to do this, probably. Spruce, are you having difficulties? Oh no. Okay, Spruce is having difficulties. Anyway, as you can see, I think he figured it out. That's a bit concerning though. Where are you going? Where? Spruce, what are you doing? I think it might be the floodplains. That's fine. Okay, let's, make sure he's actually following us. Okay, there we go. He's definitely following us. Now, maybe he wasn't following us and that was the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the pups. That was, interesting and definitely some entertainment provided by Spruce. But, pups are getting hungry. And if you look up in that top corner, that little blue bar is basically an indicator with that arrow. The arrow, basically when it reaches it, it's going to mean that your pups will officially start to come out of the den, or when you get close. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that they all come out, just to make sure they all know I'm helping. I'm going to go ahead and feed them. So if you've been reading the developer notes and you are playing on PC like me, you know that the controls have changed a bit because we kept having problems with the spacebar. So what I'm doing right now is feeding them, and that's what wolves do by regurgitating. But I have to make sure I only tap spacebar and not hold it down, because by holding I pick up the pup like I did a few seconds ago. So I'm going to make sure that their food bar is a bit full before going and doing anything else. I did it again. I have to admit, these are some pretty unique names. I'm really glad y'all suggested them in the comments. I'm not very good with naming things, Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Most of the time not, so that's a huge help. So basically you will always have a runt of the litter, and I think that's probably gonna end up being whiny, which would be ironic, but you can see where this is going. There is a chance your pups can get sick, unlike in the previous games. There actually is indications, and they may recover or they might not. The best thing you can do is keep them fully fed. Alright, so it looks like all the pups are... You can put Scooter down now, Spruce. All the pups are pretty much fed. So here comes one of my favorite new features, and I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about if you've seen the game or played it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I'm gonna go ahead and tell my puppies to go in the den. As you can see, my sleep bar is pretty low, or what we call restfulness. Apologies there. Yes, I know, I called it the sleep bar. But, essentially, now if you watch, I can crawl in the den with my puppies. And I have to admit, I love the detail of the animations. It looks great. So, this is one of my favorite parts of the game. I have to admit, it looks pretty good. Well done, Wolfquest. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. Your mate is also now allowed to go in the den if your pups get tired enough. And that's just in general, but something that's a bit new. Still releasing and rolling out bug patches. Again, this is Wolfquest beta. Alright. So my pup's hunger has gone down a decent bit. I noticed previously there was a bit of a struggle to get the pups to have their hunger go down, and I think that's why they started reducing it in easy mode. Which, in case you're wondering, yes, we are in easy basically. The lowest game. Lowest game mode. I think it's. What is my game mode right now? Hang on. Let's see. Easy. Yeah. Okay. So it literally is called easy. But yeah. All right. So I think I'm gonna go on an expedition because if I don't keep my territory up, I'm bound to lose it. And I'll try to keep about 15 territory X's because that's probably for best. But let's see. Oh wow, fleas went up a lot. I think I'll start being a bit more concerned when it gets to around 30-40%. I believe that's the indication I should move. Anyway, so I really need to go hunting. So I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh no. Oh yeah, there's that new other feature I was talking about. There's a red indicator on the side to tell you when a predator is attacking. So right now, I need to figure out where that cougar is coming from. It's a new animation. The cougar will actually hunch down. And... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Nope, nope, nope. Go back in the den. Go back in the den. Okay. So... I need to figure out... There it is. Okay. Nice. Okay. Go back to Spruce, and I think I'm gonna go on an expedition, make sure our territories will not. That's a sure sign to let you know that he heard your message, though. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. And while I'm out, obviously look for some food. After a certain amount of time, your pups will be able to eat food rather than just eating regurgitated food. You could go and maybe kill a hare or bring back a piece of a carcass, which isn't a bad idea. So I need to be really careful on these floodplains because unfortunately, for whatever reason, Spruce as well as many other of the PCs seem to be having problems with it. Oh, come on. How come I can't bite down? I guess because we're swimming. Spruce is way down there. Come on, Spruce, help me out here. Yes, go, help me. Okay, I'm starting to think, for some reason, Spruce had changed a bit too much. It's a little concerning. Come on, Spruce, help me out here. Do anything, literally. Really, Spruce? Okay, for some strange reason, he doesn't seem to be as hunting as he would normally. By the way, there's a new update, not completely related, but go away. What is that? Okay, well that's a little bit what was I biting? Was I biting the terrain? Nope, this is our food. Let's see if I can chase them off. I may have to end up... Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, be afraid. Okay, so unfortunately, sometimes this happens, but if you've ever been curious to what a wolf carcass looks like, that's what it looks like. I'm sorry, but I have a bunch of hungry pups at home. I'm not being chased away from my meal. So I'm gonna go find that carcass that I just managed to sequester so I can get some food. So essentially what just happened there was it was a 3v2 and they were rather confident. So in order to chase off the other two, I had to end up killing one of the three. Was kind of hoping I would have been just enough to scare them completely off, but it did not happen, so yeah. So what I'm gonna do now essentially is mark the territory, head back to my pups, and then feed them, as they're probably getting a little hungry. Oh, was I saying? Oh yes, from earlier, the new feature I was mentioning. So there is a thing called permadeath, which I showed, but originally you would have to basically load a saved game in order to continue your quest for pups, rather than the new thing, which is basically you can now start a quest to find a new mate in Slough Creek, which is very useful, considering that you wouldn't want to be a single parent. However, that's also another option. Would I recommend it? No, not really. It's very difficult to raise 7 pups on your own. Granted, if you had less, you could consider it if you were interested in that, but for me, I think I will stick with Spruce. So unless he starves to death or dies for making a very foolish choice, as he almost did in our previous encounter with the grizzly bear. If you haven't read up more on that, it's from a previous episode. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and head on over to my pups. Hello guys! I've decided to go ahead and cut off this one video as it's already getting pretty long. But I hope you all have enjoyed this, and if you have, please subscribe and like. Understand that there is definitely more to come because I recorded about 4 hours of gameplay. This is only technically, I think, the 3rd episode of Slough Creek, because it takes a lot of hunting and time, and admittedly there was a lot of funny stuff in this. It was kind of a lot less cut as I wanted to be, but hey, we got some good laughs in here, and some interesting features have been discovered and explored. So, as always, again, like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.